Good morning, it's Tanny the Canadian Stamper. It's Saturday, October 30th, the day before Halloween. And I'm super excited about today's project because we're actually doing two projects and we're gonna get kind of sticky and messy. And I'm meaning that because we're using this stuff. This is Gilded Leafing. It comes in a bigger, I'm trying to not move my camera so much because looking at my replays, it's kind of was all over, so I'm sorry for that. This is the, just pulling it out of my cover there, this is the stuff. It's called Gilded Leafing. So it looks, it's deceiving. This tiny little tub is what's in here. There's quite a bit. So the tub is a lot. Okay, we're gonna use Art Gallery. So yesterday, I made a bunch of like Halloween goodies to go at the front desk of my work. So I work at the RC&P building downtown in Victoria, and there's, I'm the building manager, and there's about 175 people in there. And so I think last month I probably posted that I filled up this huge 31 tote full of goodies, and I took it to work yesterday and to give out to everybody, and I think it went okay. I just left it at the front, but then I was singing Christmas tunes all day. So there's a lot going on. My phone keeps telling me that I have reminders, so I'm trying to make it stop. Okay, so we're going no Halloween, no Christmas. We're doing birthday cards, and we're gonna use a lot of colors. So let's get to it. Let me flip my camera, and I'll turn on your comments. So good morning, Judy, and I think Lori was watching as well. Okay, so let me show you what I have. Am I in camera? Yes. So I have all my tools out. I thought maybe what I would do is tell you all my tools. So Art Gallery, which is a photopolymer stamp set, and it's 2-step stamping. We're gonna actually do 3-step stamping, but sidebar. It comes with dies. This is what's in the dies. I've not used this word, just wanted to say. I haven't used that, but I've seen people use it on projects. It's good. And then I've got the rectangle dies. Stitched rectangles. And then this is what's happening. I got these off of the clearance rack. Never underestimate the Stampin' Up clearance rack, any clearance rack really. So these are, I don't even know how many, oh look, there's another kind in here. Look at that. Anyways, these are note size. They're not a full 8.5 by, or not 8.5, but they're not a full A2 card size. But they come and they already have the background on it. And then this one happened to have matching envelopes. So we're gonna use this one here. And then this package, also from the clearance rack, not right now, like I got it, I don't know when I got them, a while ago. But they have this watercolor background, and this is vanilla. And, oh, there's a different pattern there in the background. And then there's that one, which this looks like mint macaron. So these are the bases that we're gonna use. So I'm gonna do 2 types of cards. One is just gonna be regular, and the other one's gonna be stepped up a little bit. But I wanna show you this stamp set. And so for the first card, what's happening here? I think these are the colors that I'm gonna use. I don't know how this will go. We're gonna see. I'll show you what I mean by 2-step stamping. Let's do 2-step stamping. I think I'm gonna go Rich Razzleberry, which I think I need a new ink pad. So these are the 2 stamps to make the flower. So you've got the solid stamp, and then you've got like an overlay. So I'm gonna do I wanna do dark? I don't know if I wanna do dark and then light, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's do dark first. So I do have my stamping mat as far as tools. And this that you can see over here is my, it looks terrible. But it's not, it doesn't leave any marks or anything. It's to clean my stamps because I'm gonna use a lot of ink today, and sometimes I use baby wipes, but they're not very environmentally friendly. So I pulled out the stamp cleaner today. This is just scrap white paper. Okay, so that's the first layer. I feel like I should have done the other layer first, but we'll see. And this is, what is this? Mango Melody. I just love this stamp set. It's beautiful how I love the two-step stamping piece. I may have messed it up here with my not doing it right. So, okay, let's talk about how to get this over. There's no perfect way, but you can kind of guesstimate where you want it to go. Yeah, see, that's terrible. Let's flip it around. Let's use, because the color didn't come up enough. So I'm gonna clean my stamp and I'm gonna do the light color first and then dark. So light, I'm gonna clean this. And then here's my rich raspberry, and I'm gonna go over it. I just felt like it was a little bit too wet. Okay, so then we're going over this. Oh yeah, that's gonna look pretty. Yes. Love it. Okay, now let's do, I'm gonna do two shades that are closer to each other. So I'm gonna do Fresh Freesia, which is one of the in colors. Oh my goodness, that's so tight. And I know that because it says in color right there. So let's do this again. So I'm gonna do light at the bottom in my, I'm just wiping off the wetness. So I'm gonna do light at the bottom. I love this Fresh Freesia. I have a little dot there on this stamp. It's happening. Okay, Nancy, I see you've made a comment. Facebook has got something. Middle of something. Okay, good. Yeah, watch the replay. Love it. Hashtag replay. We're gonna use these flowers that we're stamping to actually make our card. So this is Rich Raspberry again. Love it. We're gilding this one, folks. I've decided. Okay, let's do it. We're gonna gild. Does anybody have the gilded, like this stuff that we're gonna use? I haven't used it since last year. And you're gonna see, it's gonna be messy. Okay, while we're here, okay, that was done. So let's stamp our leaf in garden green while we're here so that we can cut it out with our dies. I love it. It's like a brush stroke, you know? They had designer series paper that went with this as well. Beautiful. All right, so let's just decide if we're gonna use this card base with that one. See that? See? Or this one. Also not terrible. I do like the orange a bit better though, not this one. I think we're gonna go with purple for this one. Okay, so I'm gonna set this aside because this will be our stepped up card. And we're also gonna put in this foil paper. I think this is champagne. It comes in 12 by 12 sheets and it's got like copper and champagne and those sorts of colors. So I'm gonna set all these inks aside and we're gonna stamp now. Let me show you these colors. for the regular card. So Just Jade, Cajun Craze, Bumblebee, and Calypso Coral. So I think if I'm just looking at this and this, I feel like this, I didn't keep the background, but I feel like it's Bumblebee that goes with that. So I was gonna try and do two-step stamping here and then two-step stamping here and see kind of which one is our jam. All right, let's stamp our leaf first to get that out of the way. This is also in color, this Just Jade. And I think the garden green would work fine. I just was looking at this and felt like it was more of a Just Jade, pardon me. I feel like when I'm cleaning these off, it's a bit too wet. Let's see. Perfect. All right, we're finished with that. What's everybody doing today? Zach and I are going out to get pumpkins and groceries after this. So I'm gonna do the light color. Is this clean? Yes. I'm gonna do the light color first in Calypso Coral. And then tomorrow, we're gonna carve our pumpkins. We have all of our Halloween decorations out, but like most people, I think, because of the wind and whatnot, I didn't put some of it out because I didn't want it to blow all over. So now I'm using Cajun Craze. Now, I don't really use Cajun Craze very often, and I felt like it went well with the card base. Ooh, this might be too close together. Does anybody have this stamp set? Oh, that's nice. Judy, your sister must stamp as well. I don't hate this, y'all. I kind of like it. I'm digging it, actually. Let's try one more. I'm surprised that I'm digging that. What do you guys think? You like it? Do you like this one? We might gild both, actually, because why not? So I'm going Calypso Coral at the base again. Yep. Ooh, that might be a bit close for the dies, but oh, let's see. And then okay. I'm gonna do a giveaway today, by the way, for liking, sharing, commenting. You know, I'll do the Facebook random picker. I'll show you what I'm gonna give away. No, I'm not digging that. It's not enough of a contrast, you know? Okay, so let's try Bumblebee with Cajun Craze. And then we'll get going on putting this together. Where's my Cajun Craze? See, remember last week I was talking about these lines in your stamp pad? Like, I mean, you probably figure it out with these ones. They're pretty, like, they're different shades. But I look at the strip to see, whoops, which ink pad is there. All right, let's see how this looks. I feel like it's gonna be nice. Yep, I don't hate that either. That's cool. I still feel like I like this one the best. That one's not bad either. Let's just do them both. Let's gild them both. Worst case scenario, I've got an extra gilded flower for another card. Clearly I have bases for it. It's great. Like if you take out all of the ink pads that you have, ink pads, ink spots, whatever, and just sit with your stamp set and your inks and paper and just stamp your little heart out. I love it. That's a fun afternoon for me. All right, let's gild this up, folks. So here we go, our basket of tricks as it relates to heat embossing. So these are the tools that we need. So Versamark, which is clear ink, and then this is heat and stick powder. So you're gonna stamp with Versamark, then you're gonna stamp with the heat and stick, then we're gonna use our heat tool to heat it up, and then it becomes tacky and sticky, and that's when we bring in this, and then it gets messy. All right, where's our other piece? I'm gonna gild both. I was gonna leave one not gilded. I think I'm gonna do these two and these two, maybe. All right, so now we're gonna go back to the outline stamp, and we're going to Versamark. Where's my, so I want to do my baby powder just to get rid of any static on the page. Whatever, let's just do them all. Why not? We're here, right? So then I'm getting out this, my brush, and I'm getting out a little piece of paper to catch my paper. Some people do it different ways. They have like a little container, which I should probably invest in because it's a good idea. All right, so Versamark, it's our clear ink. It doesn't really dry as fast as regular ink. Oh, Lori, I can't wait to watch it too. I make no guarantees, friends. It might not work out at all. But you know what? I'm gonna try, and that's what matters. I'll try, and then if you have this stuff or you want to try, then we can try together. This is brand new, so I've got all my. Okay, so now I'm putting my heat and stick powder over my stamped image. Don't worry about these chunks. It doesn't matter. Okay, do you see? I'm trying to think if I want to stamp the other one and do it. Let's do this. I'm gonna set this aside, and I'm gonna do this one. So I'm gonna do the same here, and then same. I could probably just, look at that fancy technique. And then I kind of give it a bit of a tap, not too hard, because you don't want to shake it all off. Okay, so now I'm finished with this for now. I feel like 2 is gonna be a lot of gilding. Just wait. This is gonna be such a mess, y'all. Not really sure why I'm saying y'all so much today. Maybe because it's fall, y'all. Okay, so I'm tapping this off, and I'm just getting rid of this. All right, so where's my heat tool? It's gonna be loud for a second. So, fun fact, I did order a Stampin' Up heat tool. Jody, if you're watching, because what you said was that it doesn't have to heat up. So I am gonna, I don't know if you can kind of see it. I'm gonna go under to just get the paper going, and then, yeah. See how it, hopefully you can see that. So now we're sticky there. Where's my other one? And now we're sticky there. All right, it's gilding time. Move this. Okay, so I don't think I need this. Okay, so this, it's super fluttery. Is that a good descriptor word? I don't even know. But don't sneeze. Don't make any fast movements. because this stuff goes everywhere, like everywhere. So then it just goes in the mix like that. See? See, like it's super, it's just so fluttery. And then there it is. Isn't it pretty? Just kidding. That's not it. So then what we do, I feel like I should have a sponge. I don't know where a sponge would be. So we're gonna use this instead. So I kind of want to press down because I want the leafing to stick before I start wiping it off. So I'm just tapping this down kind of all over. And then I'm gonna start to wipe it away. It's just so light and fluffy. Were you guys impressed when I showed you when it was done before shaking it off? Where you're like, oh yeah, that's great. Okay. So there's no perfect way for this. It's really based on your personal preference at this point. So you could leave it, well, obviously shake it off, and then you could leave it. I want it to be a little less gilded on here, so I'm just gonna rub a bit more and get some more off. I think a sponge allows for a little bit more like taking it off, but this is doing a good job. So I'm kind of going in a bit of a circular motion to get some of it off. There's a big chunk there. That's it. Okay, now it's pretty. What do you guys think? There it is. Ooh, no big movements. Okay, so there's that guy. Now where's our other one? Let's try this one. We're gonna go this way. I want less leafing. See how sticky that is? So I'm using the back end of this brush. Try a little more rustic. Hi, Nancy from across the pond, and my friend Wendy. Morning, ladies. Okay. I'm gonna have to do this end. I wish I would have brought a sponge so you could see what that looks like, but this is okay. So now I'm wiping this off. So really the color combinations and working with these things is really limitless. I sometimes use a color wheel. I'll just show you. This color wheel to, like, I'll take, oh, okay, that color, and then which ones kind of go with it. Sometimes when I'm feeling color challenged, to help me. And then I have the color coach as well that some of you have seen me use on other projects to get inspiration. If I have my base color and I'm not quite sure what goes with it in the Stampin' Up! Color family. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I'm happy with this one. Okay. I think I'm good with just the two gilded because I do want to do these ones, but I want to stick to my original plan, which was only stepping up one of them. Okay, so this is how it goes. So if you're, you know, just joining, this Gilded Leafing is this stuff, Gilded Leafing, and it comes in this tub. So all of this came out of this tub, and it looks like it's full. So there's a lot. Lifetime supply, one might even wager a guess to say. There it is. Okay, so let's just keep the surface tidy. And let's get to cutting. Cutting. No, Lori, the Stampin' Up, the color wheel is not Stampin' Up. I just got it off of Amazon. I think just color wheel. Oh, you know what? So easy. I got this when I was doing my quilting and whatnot. I would actually take this to Fabricland with me, or to the other place out here in Langford where they have nice cotton for my quilts when I made them. All right, I think maybe it was $5-ish, maybe, don't quote me. I'm looking for my plates. Where do you think my plates are for my cutting? Have all the tools out. They're buried, I'm sure. Oh yes, here they are. All right, here's my plates. All right, so let's talk about dies. So first of all, I want to cut this one. So the idea that I have here is I don't want this. I just actually want a frame, which is where these dies come in. Like seriously, where did the die go now? Honestly. So we're gonna do 2 dies. Okay, we're not, because I'm sorry, but I can't seem to keep track of my stuff. I literally had the die out to cut. Oh, okay, so let's cut some other stuff, because Tanny can't find her dies. They'll turn up, not to worry. Okay, so this is the mini stamp cut and emboss machine, and my images, or my paper, is too big, so I'm just cutting it up so that it fits in the machine. I do have the big one, but the little one is just so gosh darn convenient. So just so you know, it does come off a little bit. It's okay. Let me use a clean finger. It's just ever so slight. I love it. It's amazing for Christmas. I can see this on the edge of trees. You can get a Versamark pen. Shoot, where's my Versamark pen? It's just like a normal, this is not a Versamark pen, but you could take, I'm thinking about a tree, like a Christmas tree, and you could like use your Versamark pen, which is this is Versamark, but in a pen form, and just do the edges and then put your sticky powder on, and then you could like put gold edging on trees or whatever else for Christmas. Oh my God, I love that. Okay, so here's the die that goes with this. So just so you know what I'm doing, this is plate number 1. It's the base. This is plate number 2. You have 2 number 2s because we're gonna make a sandwich. And I'm gonna put the die, so the raised side down. Who has a die cutting machine? Do you guys use it? Then I'm gonna use a little piece of Post-it note tape just to hold it down, because sometimes they wiggle. And then, whoops, I gotta turn this around so I have my handle. And then once they wiggle when you're in the middle of doing it, and then it's not cut right, and it's just a whole thing. Ready for the big reveal? Geez, that's some good Post-it note. Ta-da! That's gonna go with our leaf, and it's gonna be amazing. Oh, let me tell you about the prize for today. We're doing this. What is this? Jute twine, and then these. Look at this. What are these? These are snowflake sequins. Oh my gosh. So sparkly. Good for shaker cards. There's one, little tiny guy. Okay, so I'm gonna cut just a couple more of these. Now, what about trick-or-treaters? We get a lot of trick-or-treaters, like a couple hundred usually. Last year was less, and I thought, you know, maybe because of COVID or whatever, we set up in the driveway, and then Zach and I made little pouches, little baggies with candies in it. It was so fun. But Zach is under the impression that this year we're not going to hardly get any, because we live out in Royal Bay in Colwood, and all of the new houses, geez, there's got to be hundreds of them just down the road from us. The houses are closer together, and so, you know, from a kid perspective on, you know, ratio of candy intake to have effort, you can cover, oh shoot, I missed that one a bit. That's okay though, it still looks good. Love that purple. Okay, one more flower, and then we're doing leaves. You get more candy if the houses are closer together, because you can, you know, cruise through way more houses. So anyways, that's what Zach thinks. I thought I had candy squirreled away for the kids in the cupboard there in the pantry, and I went to pull it out last night to just sort of check and see, do some math, figure out. I would hate to run out. And Zach has gotten into one of the candy boxes, like a little monster. I'm like, what the heck, Zach? He was testing the candy, he said. So I don't know how much he's actually eaten of it. Fair amount. Our neighbors are a full chocolate bar kind of a house. Those are always super score. A guy that I work with, he just moved to, I think it's maybe a townhouse or a condo. So I was asking him, you know, are you guys gonna have, you think you're have trick-or-treaters, like if you talk to your neighbors, whatever. And he thinks that they will have, but him and his wife decided that they would do full-size chocolate bars, because that's the house that they want to be known as, the full-size chocolate bar house, which is great. Okay, seriously, where's my other, oh here, my other leaf. Sometimes the friends that Zach goes with, they luck out because he's got allergies to peanuts. So all of they sort of come back mid-trip, and they go through their candy, and Zach gives his buddies like a decent amount actually, because there's quite a bit of stuff with peanuts in it. Not just the Reese's Pieces, but some of the chocolate bars too. So his friends score. Sometimes they'll trade candy, which I think is kind of them. Yeah. So Zach's got to work a bit harder to get the same haul as everybody else. It's good for him. All right, do I need to cut anything else? Let's, so in these dies, all right, Wendy, how many trick-or-treaters do you get? Nancy's calling you out, girl. I feel like I'm missing a die, y'all. I'm missing this die. So when I get my dies, oh crud, I photocopy them, and then I put this in the package for this exact reason. I'm missing a die. Shoot, where do you think that's gonna be? Not great. So let's get a piece of Very Vanilla. Not this Very Vanilla, because the Very Vanilla is, matches our card base. You know how I love me some matchy match. All right. 200, oh yes, West Hills, Wendy, yes. You have a neighborhood like mine in that I bet you people bring their kid to your neighborhood. You see, there's an influx of cars parked on the street because kids get dropped off I'm telling you, it's the house to house ratio. Whoops. It's a good call. Yeah. So what do you do, Wendy, with your do you let them come to the door now with COVID, or do you set up, I don't know if you have a driveway or, and like, what do you, what's your planning, if you don't mind sharing? Get any pointers? All right, I think we're done cutting and we're ready to build. Oh no, I lie, shoot. I still haven't found my other die for this. We're gonna have to improvise. That's all we're gonna have to do. Aha, found it. Okay, so I pre-cut this. This is gonna get tricky, watch this. Okay, so I have all of these. Now I do want to have the stitch rectangle, but like I said, I don't want a full piece, I just want the edge. So I'm gonna get, do I want this one? Just trying to think of how much of an edge I want. I'm just pulling out, I'm sure there's a better way to store these. I'm wondering, see where I'm going with that? Like that big of an edge, or that kind of an edge. I think I'm gonna go thin edge. Laura, you do 100 bags. Yeah, and too bad if you miss out, right? Early bird gets the worm. Sometimes I love the early trick-or-treaters because they're just the little guys. Like sometimes mom or dad is holding them and they're all dressed up. I love it. My heart melts. They're so stinking cute. I feel like this might be too thin of an edge. Whatever, we're going with it. Okay, so I'm just trying to line up all the way around so it's balanced, and I'm going to use my tape to hold it down very carefully. Okay, here we go. Just waiting for it to grab. There we go. Oh my goodness, that's really tight. Okay, here we go. So a tip for you when you're using, if you have any of these kind of papers, is certainly cut it what you want out first. Like don't have a huge big piece and then run it through your machine. Only cut off what you need. And I tell you that because, like, do you see even where that tape was? And I'll move it a bit so you can see, but it'll pick up, like these plates get all kind of from the dies and whatnot, and your piece will pick that up. So then it's fine for this one because I'm not using it, but it's possible that your other piece, that you didn't cut off would be kind of, not stained, but marked up unnecessarily. I'm super happy with this. Nailed it. All right, let's put this away. Let's talk about upcoming classes. Now, tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, we're doing it's a paper pumpkin, it's free. There's a couple people so far, but you can join us if you wish. It doesn't cost anything. And we just make projects and we talk about tips and tricks and we just gab and learn a few things. My friend Candy is interested in learning how to make a box, I think maybe for a Christmas gift. I'm not quite sure what she needs the box for. So I'm gonna show her how to make a box tomorrow. So that's sort of a free tutorial if you're interested. It's at 10 o'clock and it's gonna be via Zoom. Yeah, so that's that. And then I'm just grabbing my other background here. The other is Stamp Camp, which is November 28th. We do have the Snowman Builder class. I suppose today, if you could commit today, then I can add you to the kit making that's happening this weekend, but probably not after today though, because I'll have them all ready to go. I might run out of product. But yes, please let me know if you want to join. And Just trying to remember which color was going with which. I think this is this. See where I'm going with this? Love it. But there is time for Stamp Camp, November 28th. I think the Peaceful Deer set is what we're using. So some of you I will see who are joining. I think I'm gonna stick purple with purple here. And then this is gonna be like that. I feel like there needs to be some ribbon here. Okay, so jump in with some suggestions. Kind of feel like I should have gilded that. Should I go orange there? Okay, maybe orange. Let's move these. No. It's got a bit of a glisten to it. I gotta hold it up so I can kind of see better. No. This one, ooh, that's good. I feel like it needs something behind here. What about this? No. We might just cut this again. Okay, what do you think? Is anybody talking to me? Tell me what you think. I think maybe this frame again. Whoops. I think a frame for both of them. We're gonna cut this one again. Stand by. We're going back in with the cutter. Where's my cutter? Just feel like it needs something, but we're just gonna use, the piece that we have. Let's start this way. So I'm gonna take this one, which is the same one that we used before, and I'm just gonna grab the die. Where's my dies? That's a little bit smaller. So the frame will be smaller, but it still, yep, still gets the job done. So I'm just lining that up again to make sure it's even. So this, I should really do a link to Amazon where I get some of my other tools that are not Stampin' Up. This is Post-it note tape. So you just pull it this way. And then I just use it here until it's sort of not sticky anymore. And then I'll just grab a new one. Some people use washi tape as well. That works too. I find that sometimes the washi tape, if I use it more than once, then it sticks to my projects and it kind of isn't, it's not my friend. Where's some washi tape? Does anybody know what washi tape is? Oh yeah, here. This stuff I got at Michael's. This is washi tape. Some people make whole projects with washi tape. I think, I don't feel like I'm skilled enough to make a whole card out of washi tape. All right. This guy just folds right up, super handy. All right, Wendy, what are you saying? You're saying use double matte, put gold behind the vanilla sentiment. Is this what you mean? Double matte. What do you mean by double matte? Okay, so this one, this is going here. Purple card, this. Then I've got my green, which I'm gonna tuck in as if it's in the frame, maybe. And then I kind of like the gold or the orange. And then this, maybe like that. I feel like it's too, you know what I need? I need my smaller die is what I need. I just might snip that off because I don't want it to go all the way across. I just kind of want it to be here. Oh, well here, this will tell us right now. I'm doing happy birthdays. So then I'm gonna snip the side. Now this one, put my tools away. Yes, I'm digging it. Now this one, let's see what it looks like outside the frame. Yeah, and these are note size cards. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. Yep, I like that. Let's see here. So gilded or not gilded? That is the question. Oh, that looks nice. What do you think? Purple or gilded for this one? What do you think? or not, neither. I suppose there's this one too. That's pretty. Gosh, I can't decide. I'm gonna have to make more than one of these cards. I'm gonna have to use it up. No, this one. The Facebook delay. This is what's happening here. And then this is gonna go here. We're doing birthday times 2, and then we're gonna embellish. Oh, Judy says gilded. Really? Gilded or not gilded? Purple's going away. All right, I'm starting to glue while you chat, while you tell me what you think of this. Gilded, let's do this one because I am happy with this. All right, so the card opens the right way. Now let's get my glue unstuck first and foremost. I use these little tiny trays. They come flat and then you put them together, and that's what I put my wet wipe in so that my projects don't. Oh, look at that. My glue is not clogged. How about that? So I'm just super gentle here because I don't want it to ooze, but I want all the sides to be stuck down. Okay. This one, bet you could do it like an offset too. Maybe the next one. Okay, that's good. Now, where are my dimensionals? I don't think I grabbed them. So I think I'm gonna pop up both the leaf as well as the flower. Why not? Oh, I don't have my little garbage here today. Whoops. I'm gonna do outside the frame. Okay, I'm just gonna double check here with the flower top to make sure. I kind of like it on a bit of an angle, yeah? That's where it's going. Couple of these. All right, so just as a case you missed it, these card bases came from the clearance rack once upon a time. They're not in the clearance rack right this second, but they were. I'm gonna use Rich Razzleberry because that's gonna match the base for our sentiment to say happy birthday. So, and the clearance rack has had these. I don't know how much they were. I gotta get my head over this because there's not a lot of room. Yep, that's good. I like that. Now, this, I want it to be there. So I'm gonna cut this. It's not gonna have the little edges on there, but it's gonna be fine. Nobody will know. I think I just cut myself with the tips of the very sharp. No, I'm good. Let's see. Let's go over and do you remember that Facebook Live with Christy and I was bleeding? That was so funny. Zach had to bring a Band-Aid for me. It was a whole thing. I think I'm okay though. I felt like I cut myself. All right, so I'm just trying to get this leaf in between here so it's not uneven when I put it down. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, now, okay, so did we decide? I feel like I'm gonna go not gilded. Just get the card organized. Okay, so a little bit here. Yeah, so tomorrow morning, so it's 10 to noon. I'm going to show you how to make boxes. So you will need cardstock, a bone folder, or the edge of your nail, and some sharp scissors. That's what you'll need. That's all you need. Oh, sorry, you need glue, of course, obviously. So you could do wet glue. You could do tape runner. No, that's not true. Not tape runner. I would not recommend tape runner unless you're using Stampin' Seal Plus because it's extra sticky. But I'm gonna glue this one down. You could use tear and tape is what I was thinking. Okay. But wet glue would be fine if you don't have tear and tape. Thank you, Wendy. I think it's lovely too. I'm going not gilded. I know, Judy, you said gilded, but I am going to use the other gilded one. And I'm going to pop this up. So I glued down the leaf this time. And I'm going to do Happy Birthday again. But I'm going to do it in Bumblebee because that matches that. Thanks, Lori. I love the gold. Maybe I'm sort of half with the Christmas theme with the gold. Okay, I gotta get my head over this again. Another happy birthday. And then I'm gonna cut this one without, do I like that? I don't know. Let's go with it. Who's making cards today? Or who's doing projects? I'm just gonna glue this one down. I'm gonna go for a walk after this, around the neighborhood, get some fresh air before I start doing the chores. So I've lined that up here, which is probably would have been a good idea here too. I'm just gonna cut this off a bit. Am I? Oh, my dimensional's in the way. Yep. All right, so now all we have to do, oh my gosh, you know what I just thought of? I'm Winkestella-ing. Yeah, I am. So now, let's keep in mind that the ink I have used will bleed. So be very careful when applying your Winkestella, if it matters. I mean, maybe you're okay with it blending. I do not want that to happen on this project. So I'm just hitting the outline piece with some Wink of Stella. Yes. Then I'm gonna add a couple gems. That's done. Okay, so let me recap. This is the Art Gallery stamp set and matching dies. We've two-step stamped. I'm not gonna list out the colors because I don't remember. And I don't think it really matters because you could rewind. And yeah, I like that. Love it. Super happy with that. And we've done Gilded Leafing. Let's look at our, so this is what I keep all my current stuff in. So my ribbons and my doodads. And I feel like maybe just some, no, not sparkles because it's gonna compete with this gold. Maybe some iridescent, I don't know, maybe it doesn't really even need anything. I do actually like, so then this is what I do. Some people maybe know what they want to do. I'm not very good at putting embellishments on, but I certainly enjoy it when it's working for me. Ooh, what about that? It's gonna be a hot mess to try to glue that on. So, and this ribbon doesn't actually make a very nice bow. Okay, no, abort. What about gold? No, too much. Thank you, Judy, for sharing. I feel like I'm not gonna do anything, guys, because I can't quite, I can't quite decide on the doodads. Ooh, what about these? These are Gilded Gems. I feel like they should work. Oh yeah. There it is. Is it? Let's have a look. Yep. That's the one. Let's just double check. Oh, these are metallic pearls. They come, excuse me, in a silver. You get a sheet of silver and you get a sheet of gold. These ones might actually be better because they're a bit smaller. Yep. What else do I have in my tickle trunk? I think that's it. Ooh, champagne. Love the champagne rhinestones. And these are amazing too. They might go good with the purple. All right, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Let's just get some gems on and wrap it up. I'm gonna do this on one and one on the other. Where's my paddle? So I've got the paddle. So this is the multi-tool. You can pull it out and it's got a sharp tip, and then there's a couple other tips that you can get. And then this is putty. So if you're using those sequins that I'm gonna give away, you could add sequins with your putty knife. Okay, where am I putting this? I'm gonna be artsy. I'm gonna do 3 along the side. Whoops. You could also use the tip of your scissors. These come, they're adhesive back. Beautiful. Oh my God, you came off. Maybe I didn't push down hard enough. There, you gonna stay on? Yes. Okay, now, no, I'm sticking with these gold dots. They're speaking to me. Okay, this is gonna be it. My last couple of doodads. I hope you guys have an awesome Saturday. Oops, I'm stuck now. So tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. It's just a craft session. If you want to join, it's via Zoom. So please join if you are not busy and have some projects that you want to work on. I'm going to show you how to make boxes. And Stamp Camp November 28th with Peaceful Deer. And, oh yes, and the giveaway that I'm doing today. And have an awesome Halloween. And I hope you get kiddos, or seeing them all dressed up makes you smile and brings you some joy. It certainly does for me. And I thank you for watching. I will see you next Saturday. Where's my other envelope? So of course you could, from the stamp set, you could certainly add even this flower. So, sorry, let me tell you about a tip here. So if you have, okay, I'm gonna just show you. Do I have time? Is it okay? I'm just gonna show you. Because I mentioned this before and then I didn't have the right stamp to show you. To use Stampin' Right markers. So see how this stamp, you've got some green and then these would be flowers? Let me just clean this to get a new one. Then you're gonna take your Stampin' Right markers, which is essentially the ink pad in a pen, and I'm gonna do green for the leaves. And then in this case, I'm gonna do red. So I'm gonna color this, my red Stampin' Right marker. What is this? This is Mary Merlot. So you get the Stampin' Right markers in packages that marry up with the Stampin' Up color families. So in this case, in this case, I'm only gonna do these big flowers. I actually didn't even need to do all of them. I'm not gonna do these ones, just to show you that you don't have to. And then I'm coloring the green stem as opposed to stamping it. And then you don't really have any choice. You have to, well, it's not true. You can sort of partially stamp things. That also works. And then you're gonna take your mouth and breathe on it to reactivate it. I'm gonna get my stamp mat here. And we're stamping. That looks terrible. Yes, Judy, you can join the Zoom tomorrow. No, there's no cost. Okay, it looks terrible, but you get the idea. I've not done it well. Let's do, okay, now I need to make it right. Okay, we're gonna use blue. Okay, so the moral of the story here is don't color a lot. It's just supposed to be for small. Don't color, so I'm just gonna do one flower in blue. These had some of my marks. Okay, I could have used red again. And then I'm gonna color with this green again. Judy, I will send you the Zoom link for tomorrow and the other gals that are coming. I have no idea if this is going to work any better. Okay, it's not terrible. There's the terrible one, but you get the idea. And then there's the not so terrible one. Still not awesome. There it is. So using your Stampin' Right markers as ink. These are, you obviously use them for coloring as well. So you could stamp the image in black and then color it. Is another option. Anyways, back to our projects, which are not terrible. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Have an awesome Saturday. I will see you tomorrow morning or perhaps next week. Happy crafting if that's what you're doing today, and happy Halloween. Okay, bye for now, guys.